Hello everybody, this is my presentation, Augmented Reality and Virtual Reality in Social Networking. My name is Nicolas Figueroa, I am from Peru, for the University of Callao, but I am studying my master's degree in the Carlos University in Madrid, Spain. So I will share this paper, this presentation, for the ISIT 2014. Okay, we will go. The index is about maybe I will share the introduction, maybe some concept about the social network, augmented reality, virtual reality, because nowadays the technology are improved very quickly, but we can find maybe some meanings in the dictionary because this concept is very recent. So I will share this my concept. I hope this concept help other people when develop some technology device, maybe in relation to the social network, augmented reality and virtual reality. I will give an introduction. The technology development allowed a new computer capable of performing very complex process. Today, at least 500 million people around the world are routinely socializing on the internet. Remember, the 500 million in English is very different to the Spanish. Billion is 1,000 million. In the last year, a new form of social networking appears. It's very different, maybe 20 years ago. Today, maybe 2014. No? There are two concepts, maybe for remember. The social network is a theoretical construct useful in the social science to study relations between individuals, or maybe entire society, etc. It's more use social network for reference to the theoretical, more conceptual concept. But social networking is more for people to use for social networking, maybe YouTube, Facebook, etc. Is more for social networking. But today maybe use the same, the social network or social networking. But it is the real concept. Of course, the social networking more for virtual communities and social media. So, social media and virtual community, what is the difference? Social media refers to interaction among people in which they create, share, and maybe share information and ideas in virtual communities and networks. A good example of social media is YouTube, where you share a video. And virtual communities is a social network of individuals who interact through specific social media. Potential crossing geographical and political boundary in order to pursue mutual interests of growth. So you can have a social media inside a virtual community. I can share my video, my audio inside my virtual community. I give maybe examples. For example, YouTube, as I mentioned before, is a good social media with characteristics of social networking. And Twitter and Facebook is more Web 2.0 because it's a web page. They destroy the social media and social networking device perfectly. Link ID is not a social media, it's a good example for social networking. Because you have a profile, you share maybe your profile, and all people see your information, but you can share maybe a video, you can share audio, etc. It's not a social media. So I give some little concepts. Augmented reality, or also known as AR, is the term used to define a picture of virtual elements combined with the physical environments of the real world, creating a mixed reality and AR in the real time. So you can see maybe your physical environment, but in front of you, you can see maybe an image, a virtual image. This mix is an augmented reality. In the software must read real world coordinates, independent from the camera's image. The properly collect image registration, which use different methods of computer vision, mostly related to the vision tracking. So in this part, you use an image process for integrate the augmented reality. Usually, these methods consist of two parts. The first detects interest points. For example, you can use maybe a mark for in this part, the camera, and then use a method like a coordinate detection, block detection, etc., or other image processing methods. And the second stage restores a real-world coordinate system from the data obtained in the first stage. So first, recognize the image, a process with some methods, processing methods, and then return this information for maybe give it is maybe some elements, or it has some coordinates, or you are in some place, etc. You can see maybe an image about the book, maybe with some marks, and you can see some animals, virtual animals. The virtual reality, also known as VR, is the term used to describe a three-dimensional computer-generated environment which can be explored and interacted with by a person. So you're a world in this virtual world. You can stay alone, or maybe you can interact with other people inside a virtual reality. So nowadays there are many applications of virtual reality. For example, virtual reality in engineering. This technology used for project in 3D and gain a great understanding of how it works. And virtual reality in phobia treatment. The treatment of phobia is one area where virtual reality is providing to very useful. Phobia are extreme reaction, usually an anxiety, panic, attack, or to particular situation or object which often out of proportion of the potential threat posed. It's a good point because you can use maybe a treatment, a phobia treatment. Maybe you can feel very afraid a spider, for example. Who can lose this afraid of the spider maybe with this treatment? I exist on paper that these techniques give good results in treatment. Now, how important is the integration of augmented reality and virtual reality? This integration is important because it allows you to explore new ways to keep in touch with others and share information and analyze the behavior of the people. And then the development of mobiles nowadays, you can find maybe some application of mobiles, maybe innovation technologies such as augmented reality, and of course you can find maybe a virtual reality application in your mobile. So as this change maybe is in the last 10 years. And social appointment with the doctor maybe is one idea in the future of social treatment of phobias that I showed you in the last diapositive. Other example from appearing in these years is, for example, in this social networking Caneva, share media and online communities into a virtual world in this universe. In this part, you can see maybe on a social networking inside this virtual world and share your photo, profile, etc. Other example, the social networking plus online game. For example, neural software. This neural software is very realistic game, but you can interact with other people, and maybe you can send some message, or maybe and send emails, or share photos, etc. So it is a application, a software that use for inversors of USA and China. It is very realistic the image of this social networking online game. So, how important is integration? Of course, this is a pilot study with a rehabilitation, maybe gaming system, the effect of social gaming in virtual reality based rehabilitation of a stroke patient. It's a paper, of course, of a stroke patient. Or I mentioned before the phobia of spiders. Exist some papers about some treatment how can use the virtual reality for this rehabilitation of this study. So it's very important, maybe help the people. So I will give my concept about augmented reality, virtual reality, and social networking. Nowadays, not exist a real concept of this. You can try to find a dictionary, maybe, and you can find this concept because the technology is very advanced very quickly. So I would like to share this my concept. I hope this concept help for other people in the future for make some developed technology, informatic technology, etc. And use this concept for have a clear a clear base concept of augmented reality, virtual reality, and social networking, and how they are connecting. So the main technology system is my principal concept. Is one of the that include another or use a technology system as a tool. So I define a tool. A tool is considered as a give and add value, but their absence does not mean the functional limitation of the main technology system. So you have the technology system, but this tool is not important. Maybe it's an extra point. So the technology system can have that tool or without the tool, but the main technology system is not changed. It's only an extra point. To define inclusion, and inclusion is a little different because it's important inside the main technology system. Disappearance of this implies this functional limitation of the main technology system. The social network who participate in this concept. In each of the case will be a tools or inclusion of the main technology system. With three definitions, I will give as some example what is I consider tools, what I consider inclusion. The whole community, maybe AR includes social networking includes AR, virtual reality includes social networking, what tool, etc. I will give some example of this explanation. For example, tool inclusion, virtual reality, and social networking. Virtual reality tool inclusion, social networking. For example, Simposio. Simposio is a virtual reality, but is a tool with inclusion is a tool of Facebook, because Facebook without or with some Simposio is Facebook, no change. Yeah, I put a video for maybe give an example what is Simposio. It's a spider in the cupboard or a fish in the bed. Virtual reality. You create your character and you have a virtual life. So, other example, the social networking tool includes a virtual reality. For example, Second Life. Second Life is a virtual reality, but inside this virtual reality you have a social networking. With My Second Life is application of My Second Life that the people can send messages, maybe connect with others, share a photo, etc. Make a post. Only make a post inside the virtual reality, but this post is inside the virtual reality. So I consider this inclusion because it's a some principal characteristic of the Second Life. So it's inclusion, no, it's a tool. It is some picture about the Second Life, and this is My Second Life. Of course, not only appeared inside the virtual reality, so you can see this post in the web page of My Second Life, but it's inside. So, to inclusion, augmented reality, and social networking. AR to inclusion of social networking. As an example, we have Nervit. It's a Mexican company that has successfully created a social network to match people. You can see maybe Nervit. This application is a mobile. I consider that it's inclusion. Why? Because augmented reality is the principal characteristic of the Nervit. If maybe Nervit without this augmented reality, it's not the same. Maybe lost a lot of characteristics because the main characteristic of this this Nervit is the integration of augmented reality. Is the main characteristic. So I consider this inclusion. I shared maybe a little video about this Nervit. So maybe you're talking with other person, maybe you are see a girl with a recognized image of the photo and use the GPS of the mobile for try to know who is this person and the characteristic of the person that you are seeing. So it's a good application that maybe this application created in the last 2 years, I guess. Social networking to inclusion of augmented reality. A good example is a Google Glass. Google Glass is to augmented reality, but what is the social networking? Maybe the integration with Facebook, with Twitter, with Google Plus, of course. But this is a tool which is inclusion. I consider that is inclusion because the augmented reality, yes, the main characteristic that you can see, maybe some you can save the video, take a photo, but of course share the information. Use that social networking with Facebook, with Twitter, with Google Plus, etc. So I consider that inclusion because it's important characteristic of the Google Plus. So it's an image of the Google Glass that recognize maybe a map, a GPS, maybe take some photos and share. It's a part of the video. For example, this person is in the top of the building and are saving the picture and talking with other person, maybe by Skype, etc. with Google Glass. So I will explain about my social networking Mundo Janax. What is Mundo Janax? It's a project of social network has been designed to test different features can be integrated into social network. I will try maybe some characteristic, maybe some features, etc. Yeah, I put inside my social network Mundo Janax. I see how it work. Maybe I test. It's more used for test. Maybe some application in my social networking. Has among its main features opportunity to ask questions and provide answers to other user topics within a section. Its integration of media players on the user profiles, create groups, publish photos, video, and activities, individual and group conversations, and files, play games with other user friends. It's a social networking. What characteristics you can find this? I will prefer to share maybe the web page. So I am going to the web. You can see it is the web page of the mundojanax.university.com. Maybe in the first part you can see a tutorial, maybe some tips, or maybe you can see the tips later. It is maybe some presentation in the beginning of the web, and then you can register with, or you can access by Facebook, or maybe you can create your account. What other things you can find there? Maybe some tips with the ALM, artificial intelligence. So you can ask my artificial intelligence, like assistant. Maybe you can write something about Mundo Janax, and she try to answer. And then, of course, you can get fun, try to talking with her. For example, you can write something, and she answered. So other thing that you can do in this my social network, maybe some tips when you hold on this button.
Mundo Janax pertenece a la comunidad 3 Universo. Es la comunidad para compartir información relacionada a la tecnología, entretenimiento e inexplicable. También se comparte proyectos, desarrollos, tips, curiosidades y mucho más. Si deseas saber más, te invito a www.3universo.com. También nos puedes encontrar como grupo en Facebook 3 Universo.
So it is my ILM artificial intelligence. You can enter the web page and you can test, of course. So it is the virtual Janax. It is the part of the maybe more relation for the my paper. So because it's an integration with virtual reality. In this part, you can put maybe your name, maybe write a room inside, and go to the room. The main characteristic of this virtual reality is that you can stay in this virtual reality without install nothing. Maybe only install maybe some little application, maybe for the web. But the main characteristic is that you can stay in this virtual world. You are walking maybe in this field, and you can feel states and real virtual worlds without installing no application. Maybe you can play with a camera and walk. Of course, it is a multiplayer. You can enter in this virtual world with other friends. Maybe some friends there are in the Mundo Janax. and if they are connected, you can see these other friends, and you can talk or you can walk inside this virtual world. I would like because I will try to make a peaceful place for relax. And of course, only for talk with friends, stay inside this virtual world, etc. And the main characteristic is that you can stay in the web, in the virtual, in the social networking, and at the same time stay in this virtual world. So you, of course, you can minimize this and minimize this. And then you can enter with your account, or you can register, of course. And then hold on login. It is the principal uh, the principal page of the web. I put later this part. You can pause in this part, and you can see maybe the connect user, the last user in the social networking. Maybe you can see your friends in this part. Okay. Other part that you can see in the social networking Mundo Janax is the part of the news. Maybe some news of some friends, or maybe the news of some page. For example, you can see a radio station, or maybe some news. For example, RPP news. You can see the comments of all the people that post in this part. It is like a carousel. Yes. Yes, you can post maybe, or you can select a multimedia, ask some question, ask community question, or in SEO. It's a part when you can post. Maybe I request maybe a television. I request maybe, or I would like to go to the concert. I would like meet some friends for go to this concert. In this part, you can post this. So the chat is a chat of all people. Portada is the main the first page when you register. So you can test in this social networking, and you can try maybe this all the options that I show you. Of course, you can change the color of the social network. For example, I can select other color. For example, this. Okay. This is a main characteristic. You can change other than the main of characteristic. You change the color of the social networking. So I return to the presentation. Yes, I show you change the color. Maybe I can maybe you can see the videos, maybe your publication, your posts, and your friends. Yes, I show you the ALM, artificial intelligence, markup language, integration with AR and virtual reality. There is still possibility to explore, achieve a balance between virtual reality and social networking. It must be attractive to user and practical. For this project, it was decided to do it in Unity 3D. It's very useful and very strong, have a strong characteristics. It's a platform game engineers that gives the facility to develop video games for web plugins, desktop platform, console, and mobile device. And what is the result? Virtual Mundo Janax was a setup with a lake, river, vegetation, mountains, and trees. The goal is to provide a relaxing place only coming through the browser. Multiplayer function was given by Photon Network Engineers. Of course, I mentioned that you can connect with other friends inside the web, which user can enter to see others as a character. In addition to chat and create rooms to interact with friends or other users. I would like maybe improve, put other character. You can change the character of the characters inside the virtual Mundo Janax. Or maybe if you hold on or you click inside the virtual world, reflect, or maybe see you click in the social networking. I made augmented reality in Mundo Janax. The application was performed by Android device 2.0.1 about with a filter device ARM V7 with OpenGL 2.0 graphical standard. An application has been published through Google Play to make it available to all users. In the image, in the picture, you can see maybe the word in the virtual Mundo Janax. This map I put inside with augmented reality with my marks. The mark is the image of the Mundo Janax. So with your mobile, you can move and you can see all the map, the virtual map in 3D. So I mentioned you can find this application in the Google Play. Only find the realidad aumentada Mundo Janax and you can find the application. So, what is the vision for the future? Well, Mundo Janax will be implemented in the future with the following option. The option to allow the user to choose a character, allow the user to control some external option as menus, social network within a virtual world, changing the user profile to reflect in the virtual world that I mentioned before, improve the implementation of augmented reality and not just the map is displayed, ensure that you can control the characters with the mobile. I would like to implement this part. Imagine to control the character with the augmented reality in your mobile. And you can maybe confide with your friends that are connected in the social networking, maybe with a PC or with a laptop, and you are in your mobile. Okay, and what is the final conclusion? While developers continue to improve augmented reality and virtual reality with new technologies, sooner or later this will look integrated to social networks in different ways to offer new experience to users. The integration of this technology system to the social network does not mean an increase or attract user. Practically, an innovation is I guess is the key. Will be the factor has to be evaluated. Yeah, because you can have a lot of characteristics, augmented reality, virtual reality, social networking, etc. But if you create something, it's not significant that you get successful. You get success. No, you need to be very practical and innovate. So my social networking is only a test because you need to see very characteristic maybe of what is important or what is the main way for the user or what kind of user you can create your social networking or your characteristic. It's not only create publish. It's not only this. You need innovation. So thank you for watching. I hope you like the presentation. The main idea is give some main concepts that not exist nowadays about technology concept, about how integrate the augmented reality, social networking, and the virtual reality. And with this, give the concept of tools and inclusion. Tools when it's not necessary, maybe inclusion when it's a part of the technology system. So I hope you like the presentation. I hope see you in other conference. Thank you and bye.